Hello, everyone, and welcome to this talk. I'm not really sure if this will be a regular thing, talking about my opinion or feelings. I mean, as you have seen from the video description or title, I want to talk about my motivation. Uh, yeah, as you might have seen from the videos that I've uploaded, not a whole lot of videos have been about Treasured, and that's because I'm kind of burned out with the project. It's not that I don't like the project. I think the game will be fun. I'm just saying that. I think the game will be fun. It's just that I have taken on a lot of features. Like I wasn't. I did not think of multiplayer. I thought of it like months later when I started it, and I think multiplayer is really cool, but it's a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff that needs to sync up, it needs to work together, and I it's also the first time I've done anything multiplayer, so I have no experience with it. And I think that's also part of why I am kind of burned out with it. um, with a lot of stuff I already have some experience, like with procedural generation. I've been working with procedural generation for years now. Even before I started uni, I had different like Minecraft clones in Unity. So I do have some experience with procedural generation already, and it also really shows with the YouTube views. Like if you look at my video uploads, the most viewed videos are about me explaining procedural generation. Like Devlog 12 or 10, I believe, or both. They have really high views, and it's because I'm passionate about procedural generation, and I think that also shows. And now that I'm working on other stuff than procedural generation, I am not really following my passion, and it's really hard to then also make a video about it. And all of these things combined, I think, really don't help with Treasured. So, yeah. The other thing is also, money. Money is becoming an issue, and it's a hard topic to talk about because, yeah, you don't really want people to know your financial situation. And I live with my parents, and I'm really grateful for that. But I I also need money to pay bills, and I don't have any. And yeah, so that's also becoming an issue. And with Treasured being a very big project, multiplayer, which I do think about like scrapping multiplayer. Of course, there will be local multiplayer, but then I don't have to sync stuff up, and you can still play together with Parsec, for example, or maybe I will look into um, Steam Remote Play. Um, I just think that will be way better for my motivation because I don't have to do such a hard task, and it will get rid of a very cool feature, but I do think it will help me in the long run. But yeah, I'm getting off my bullet points here. So what I also kind of wanted to talk about now is the game jam. Last week, was it last week? 2 weeks ago? Man, time flies. We did a game jam. We, Games by Saul and TK Imuse, or Saul and Tom, we did a game jam, and I think we made a really cool game. I've never made a rhythm game, and I think it's really unique, even though a lot of people have said that it really looked like Crypt of the Necrodancer, which, yeah, I get the references, and although, we don't need to reinvent the wheel if it's already made. So yeah, I think it's a really cool game, and I do think we have something cool on our hands, and we don't need. I don't want to waste that opportunity, especially because we If we also look at, the project timeline with Treasured, it's very much in development. I can't really play test it because the main gameplay loop is not in. And with Mind the Beat, our Game Jam game, we have tested it. The gameplay loop is there, although a lot of the features we initially wanted to implement aren't there, like a complete shop, or more enemies. And yeah, I guess that's also kind of getting me into the right direction. I want to spend some time on making like Mind the Beat 2. It's not really a sequel, but it's more like instead of it being a jam game, which is like made with duct tape and it's all put together very quickly, I want to make it better, make it more modular. I want to make it modular, which means that in the end, we can add more ores, enemies, by just having like a scriptable object. And I think if I can make that within a month, and then I will ask Sol and Tom to come in the project again, like add more music, add more art. I think we do have a game that we can sell. Yeah, I know it was a jam game, and now I'm talking about selling it, and I know people will probably be mad, but I like game dev, and I want to do game dev, but I can't do it without funds or revenue and stuff. And yeah, so I will continue like Mind the Beat, make it better, add a lot more features to it. Yeah, I won't go into detail there. We have a whole plan of things that we want to add. So I will be working on that. And afterwards, yeah, I hope we have a game that a lot of people will enjoy, and they want to buy it, because I think it's a cool game, and I would really, I don't want it to go to waste as just a game jam like prototype. Yeah, I want it to be a real game, and I want to make it a real game. So yeah, I'm repeating myself a lot, but yeah. Maybe it's also good to add that with YouTube, I spend a lot of time on the post-mortem video, like a few days. And if you look at devlog 10 or 12, like I said, those videos did really well, but I only spent like half a day on it to just make it a reality. And then having a video that I spent 3-4 days on, even though I'm an amateur, I don't really know Premiere Pro that well. I'm not a pro at it. But to spend so much time on it and it then not performing as well, I mean, it kind of sounds narcissistic or egoistic. I really wanted it to go well because I was really proud of the video. I still am really proud of the video, and it's kind of heartbreaking. It's not really good for my motivation as well to make videos, to be honest, because if I spend time on a video and it is not performing well, why should I put time in a video? I want my videos to have a high quality, and if high quality means spending a lot of time and not really getting a lot in return, yeah, you can see what the problem is, I hope. Okay, yeah. So again, I've probably edited the video a lot. To make a summary, like, Treasured will be put on hold for now. I will rethink how I will approach the project, and that might mean that like online multiplayer will be gone, because that's a big feature, and it's very new to me, and that might be very intimidating. And in the meantime, I will be working on like a Mind the Beat successor. Yeah, taking all of the feedback from the game jam into account, adding the features that we wanted to implement but couldn't because of time constraints. Yeah, I really like the project. That project really gives me motivation right now, and yeah, I don't really know I don't really know what to say anymore. Yeah, if you like these like thoughts of mine, where I just ramble on about what I think, please tell me. I said a lot of ums, I guess. Wow. Okay, yeah. So that's all I wanted to talk about, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this talk. Yeah, take care, guys.